Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is...
Yo.
This
Yo.
is, yeah, very out of nowhere. Yo.
I threw off your train of thought.
You did. Oh, it's kind of loud. I'm going to turn it down a little. Okay,
Oh,
so...
one thing quick. One thing.
What's that? My chair creaks.
What parts are we gonna be recording?
I was actually just going to tell people about that. There's weird little dots on my screen. It's really bothering me. Because we initially did this as a live Let's Play, a good portion of the game I had to use the webcam to show Z, because he's not in the same area as I am.
Yes.
Because we live in different cities, of technicality. Anyway, unfortunately with the webcam, the audio tried to go through there, so it was really bad non-stop sound happening, and it was really ugly and nasty and not fun. So, we have to re-record. I'm just gonna turn the video volume down because that's really loud. Probably a good chunk of the beginning here. Excuse me, I just burped. Anyways, let's just jump right in. I guess we'll go with it. This is Last Story, which is ironically said to be one of the last Wii games made and released for, oh well, I guess the Wii. We're gonna hit new game.
Coincidentally.
No, ironically. At least that's what I read. I don't actually remember if it's legit or not. I don't know. We'll go with it. Ah, loading screens. I never understood why it was a square. It's like, are they playing a really bad game of tic-tac-toe down there?
Maybe. Or a really simple game of Tetris.
I like Tetris.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at it, but I like it. We're
Just
in the Reptid's cave.
a whole bunch, just a Tetris that's a 3x3 block, and then you drop blocks that are 1x1 long into a block of 3x3, and then they clear themselves. The simplest game of Tetris.
I would be okay with that. Yeah, so I just want to point out that we're daggering right now, which is unusual. I like that outfit they have on there, but and there's another scene where Dagger's wearing this really cool shirt, and I'm like, dude, why can't we have that? That's awesome. Just me grumbling. What was I gonna say? Chapters, that's right. We're in the first chapter. The chapters in this game are actually surprisingly quick, but there's quite a few. I think there's like 40-something?
You never said we
Dude, it's like a book.
Just do your job.
It kinda is. It's like a chapter
Think of the
book.
money.
I'd rather think of the bee you're gonna buy me with it.
Zarian's drunk.
Only
At
if
least
you
she's
get more of
thinking
these
about
things
getting
than me.
Alright, it's on. Try
I
not
just
to
think
get too
this
far
time
behind,
I
eh?
won't be
You
intoxicated
have
while
a
recording.
monstrous ego there.
Oh, you're right.
Then you can look forward to my
So are you
episode.
usually intoxicated when we were recording?
There was a point in time where I was drinking a few.
Ah.
But that was only because I hated that part of the game. It was horrible and terrible. It made me so angry. I
But
might
then
need a drink by the time we get to the Haunted Mansion, too.
You know, we should do a LP sometime where we're both drunk. Of something.
Dude, do Katamari while we're drunk or something.
We need to be in the same
The game's
location, though, in
perfect.
case there are complications. You know, technical complications. Whatever.
That's true. If only the setup was easier to move around. I use a very jerry-rigged setup, just so anyone interested listening knows. I have like this VHS DVD recorder thing where you can like take your home videos and put them on a DVD or something. And it was originally intended for that, but I've discovered that you can record onto a DVD from the TV, like you would be able to do as a VCR when you were a kid, when you wanted to watch your favorite show before school, but you couldn't.
Yeah.
That was usually me. I just realized they're wearing the same shirt.
Don't lose your train of thought.
I already did. Right. I remember now. But anyway, so I discovered that, like, you can hook up the TV to it and rig it to record from the TV, and it records video and audio, but the voice doesn't work, so I have to use the computer and Audacity. Funny thing is, I don't have a laptop. I have this big, hulky gaming desktop. So I just kind of tote that around every now and then. doesn't really like it, but you get used to it.
And it's technically a old gaming desktop, but it still has balls.
It's not that.
It still has balls though, so.
Thanks.
So say it's not too old. Don't pick on my old man.
What the hell is Zael doing?
He's a good boy. Patting him rather aggressively.
You're right. Let's move.
Oh, look at that. There's the other boys. Just chilling out.
You think Dagran and Serena are ahead? Yeah. Let's go
I
and
don't
find
understand like the feathers in Zael's hair. It's just like sticks straight out. Look at that. It's like sticking straight out the back. It's like woo.
This place is cruel.
Woo!
What did he do?
It's like those roosters or like the quails that have the little thing going off the back of their head. That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Quail flails.
Quail flail. Zael's a quail flail.
Hit that pillar with your
Quail flail.
And it rhymed, Zael's the quail that flails.
Yes.
Anyways, you can tell Yurik to either attack the reptids, the little creatures on the ground, or you can tell him to break the pillar. And
Zael,
if you
it's the
see,
reptids' horde.
breaking the pillar is easier,
Dagran and
because they
Serena
just
messed
kind of
up.
crumble and crush them.
Yurik, let's go.
You go,
No one's dying while I'm here. Wait.
And
Today
now
I'll
we're going to
rescue
run
you, Dad.
very awkwardly.
I'm pretty sure those two can look after themselves. They're close, I
I
can
love
hear
the
them.
banter in this game.
Zael, stop. Don't get carried away.
They're angry. I'm pretty sure they're like not quite English, but not quite Irish, and not quite Scottish. And they don't sound very Welsh. I don't know, what are they? Like, seriously, what is their...
Yurik, destroy that
what
bridge.
what is their
I don't know.
accent?
It looks pretty tough.
I don't know.
Yurik! Fine. Don't blame me if it goes
Yeah,
wrong.
we can tell them to do things. We're like, dude, break stuff.
Your dude over there is floating to get a better vantage point or something.
Yeah, that's just Yurik, that's what happens. When he uses his magic, he floats.
So he
Zael,
can
Yurik,
see and aim
good job.
better. Yes.
We like to use our brains
He only has
sometimes.
one eye, so... he probably could use it. Yeah. And it's about this point that I'm sitting here thinking, where do I go? Because these caves are really hard to see in.
Really?
Look at that.
Maybe too many use of eye puns, and that's why he only has one eye.
Well, you know what to say, an eye for an eye.
Zael,
The one I dislike the most is keep your eyes peeled. It's just,
The one... you said the one I dislike. Ah, pun in pun. Punception.
Yeah, punception.
I happen to disagree. I think the worst I pun is, what the hell?
I've never heard that one before.
I was gonna tell a good pun, and then Jason dropped the toilet lid, and it went so it scared me.
Now you lost it.
I don't remember it anymore. I had a really good one, too. It was really awesome. I'm really sad now. I'm, like, genuinely sad over this. Ugh. Really sad. Let's go get some fire.
I'm sure it'll come back.
Could be. But a little thing that I don't know if you noticed, but Yurik, when he uses his
Well,
fire,
looks
leaves
like
like
the
those
coast is
little
clear.
burning spots on the ground.
Yeah.
If you run through them,
everyone okay?
your sword will pick up
Yeah,
that element,
that was
which
easy.
in this case it was fire.
Let's
So I
move
picked
on.
up fire and I had fire on my sword and went. And it does a little more damage depending. A few days earlier. My chair is very squeaky today. See, this is the shirt I was telling you about. Look at that. It is adorable.
Alright! Just as we're about to run out of money, too.
Look at the lol.
someone getting...
Shut it! I risked my life out
They have different outfits on it. It bothers me. It's like, why can't I have these ones? I like these outfits more. Look at his colorful bracelets.
Count Argonan.
Yeah.
Wow. The ruler of Lazarus Island. That's quite a result.
It is quite a result. Their voices
huge
don't
cannon
match
on
their
that island.
mouths.
But all that magic is dangerous.
Did you notice this?
It draws all kinds of monsters to the area.
Well, I can't hear anything,
You
so...
can't hear anything. No, you can't hear
You have a
nothing.
problem with that?
The game I think was originally released in Japanese, so it's technically to the Japanese audio. And when they redid it in English, or they're sort of English,
Here's with the best you've
it's
got.
best you've got, English. It just
Best you've got me, laddie!
oh God. I've had people ask me if I was Irish once. Which technically is true, but I don't sound it. I'm just short and angry.
Yeah.
Take a good look. Some of them can use
I remember in
magic.
the original recording of this, you mentioned that something about Zael looking like a chicken.
Zael,
Oh,
one
yeah.
Care
segment
to
from the
explain
right.
that?
And
Oh
your
yeah, that
signal
was
will charge from the
because
front.
the resolution was so bad it froze in a
finish this
point
before
that
they
made
know
him
what's
look like
hit
a
them.
chicken.
Oh,
Yeah.
alright.
The healer
But
in the
now
center
I,
will cause a
but
sick
yeah,
bleed.
I can't really see
I
it now.
want this
But yeah,
fast
the
and clean.
resolution was really, really bad.
We were also sitting with a webcam that turns everything on my end backwards,
That too.
and yeah.
Leave it to me.
It works for what we need, but
What I think it
Look
does
up
is
in
it
position
turns
already.
everything backwards on your end, and then Skype turns it backwards again, or something like that. So technically,
God.
it's forwards because two
I think
backwards
that's...
makes.
Is that like the fact that your eyeballs are upside down? And what you're seeing is technically upside down, but because of the way your eyeballs are, like, made inside, it projects the image upside right?
Interesting. I never heard about that before.
Yeah. Learned that in one of my biology classes.
Cool.
Way back in the day.
I never learned that in
Way
biology
back in
class.
school, you know?
I never
Oh.
learned that in biology, and we were in the same school, or high school at least.
Yeah. Which teacher did you have?
Mm.
Look at them shorts. Look at them booty shorts.
Let's see if I remember. Oh, my high school I know I had Mr. Keaton for
Oh, that's why I didn't have Keaton.
or at least
how the
for
hell are we supposed to
9th
get over there?
grade.
I'm pretty sure this
Or
has
maybe
something to
maybe
do
that
with
was 8th. Was that at DeLong? I can't remember actually. No, that was at North.
What does this do?
And then
I never had Mr. Keaton. I had Bestel. I think she was the one that was explaining the... What was it? Oh, it might have been in middle school. It was Jean.
oh, that could have been it.
Who makes something so dangerous?
I had a...
It's totally
It's gonna sound
irresponsible.
really mean of me, but I had a
I'd say
white
it
lady
definitely looks
with the
man-made.
last name Jean.
Heh.
And she was probably the best lady on earth. Like, she was so cool. But that
That's
was also,
cool.
I think, the year that we dissected cow eyeballs, and I was having trouble popping it.
I've
Had a lot of
never
interesting
liked
stories.
Let's try to
I've
visualize
never
From
liked the
dissections.
dissecting parts.
If I'm
Well, an
hungry, then
eyeball, I
I'm
suppose
hungry.
that would be interesting,
If I
but
get
still the
killed 'cause I'm too
popping.
hungry or weak to fight, then don't blame
just-
Well,
me.
she gave us
If
like
you've
a
got the energy to
scalpel, and
whine
she
like
said
that,
you have
I'm
to
sure
poke
you'll
it,
be
a
fine.
hole in it to turn it inside out to, to investigate it. And I was trying so hard to poke it, and I'm like, I can't. So she walks by, she takes the scalpel, and she just slams it down on it, and just, I'm like,
I'm
whoa,
giving it a little tap.
this
and it
crazy
just
little lady.
explodes.
Pretty
You
much.
don't mess around.
They look very interesting on the inside. They're all like colorful, like when you see gasoline puddles in the water or on the
Yeah.
ground. And it's all rainbowy. It's kind of what it looked like.
Interesting.
Where are
Only
we?
gross.
Some kind of ruins.
It's cold, it's weird, and it stinks.
All the eye
I don't
fluids.
like it.
No, there wasn't any of those. They were pretty clean.
The eye goo. The
We
visual
did dissect
goo.
worms once.
Now, I didn't like doing that either. It was just all the dissecting kind of made me squeamish.
Really? I always had troubles, like, I couldn't cut the frog's stomach because it was too tough. I had really weird frogs. I couldn't break its legs either because I felt too bad.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I suppose I was younger too. I was more squeamish and stuff. But, yeah. Just,
Yeah. Jason's phone's breaking. Okay, bye. Jason gotta go work. Anyways, I'm wandering around going, I don't know what I'm doing. But then there's this. It's a wall.
it's a
Isn't
wall.
it fabulous?
It is a fabulous wall.
A dead end.
And Yurik sums it up in
Yurik,
3
let's look
words.
for an alternate
A dead
route.
end.
Hey,
A dead wall.
shouldn't we stick
and-
together?
A dead wall end? A dead
It's
end
easier
wall.
to scout with
Yes.
fewer
Oh,
people.
that wall's a bum. Is that a
Zael,
dead end job?
Seren, you two rest while you can. I'm sure there's more trouble waiting for
Okay.
us.
Eh,